My body is ready.
Look, there's two options. You can actually speak truth to power, or you can pursue a job in the entertainment industry.
Unbelievable! You call this fucking music?
What's up, Pikachu?
My body is ready.
But before you leave,
my body is ready.
I'm gonna be able to come back up next time and kick your ass. I suck at Smash. But before you leave,
my body is ready. My body is ready.
Why, God, why?
Oh! My body is ready.
I gotta be honest with the community. I gotta be honest, right?
It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available, right?
Falling faster in my car. Hell yes.
It's got his name wrote in cursive letters on there. It says Goro, which we named him after probably the hardest boss off of Mortal Kombat.
Hey guys, what is going on? Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Had to think about what day it was, man. I've been at it a few days in a row. What's up, guys? Welcome. You are hopefully relaxed, sitting down, at the very least, in a state at which maybe relaxation could eventually come, because you're going to need it. You're here in the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge, here with your host, America's #1 online video game personality, been the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. Welcome, guys. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. We are here today. We're gathered today to play a little Chrono Trigger. Maybe one of the best games on the Super NES, right? Come on, it's a good one. We're going to be playing it. We're back at the side quests, still at the side quests. And today we're working on Son of Sun. This is it's the Sunstone side quest. There's a whole bunch of stuff that opens up at the end of this game, if you're not familiar with it, that really adds a lot of... it's a little bit of last minute kind of character development. There's a lot of lore and kind of backstory that gets filled in here, and a lot of characters dealing with some unfinished business, some traumatic event of the past, or some loose end that needs to be tied up for them to feel good about going and potentially losing their life against Lavos, right? That's what this part's all about, is sending these characters on those last adventures before everybody goes in for that fateful encounter. Hopefully a fatal encounter for Lavos, but yeah. Welcome, guys. How you doing? Hope you're good. We've been here a couple days now. I'm this third day in a row on Chrono Trigger, and won't be able to do this on a fourth day in a row, but I am excited to get back in. I'm happy that this week we've made a little bit of Dad, we're close to winning. Okay, we're close. I always tell you, Dad, it's not like a win-lose kind of thing, but it's a long adventure. And I tried to, put it in words he could understand. Like, it's like a Johnny Quest, right? There's a whole episode. We got a long way to go, Dad. There's a long adventure still to come. That's worked for me, Welcome, T-Roy. How you doing? How you doing, man? We are close to winning. We're close to beating this boss. So, well, I've had some of them before. I am. This time, I would like to maybe try to get something I haven't seen before. The ones that I remember are. Okay, glad to hear you're doing good, man. The ones I remember are like. Some of the most common ones. I did get the developer one. I know I've seen that one, and I don't remember what I think there's a couple ways to trigger that one, but where you get to go, talk to the devs and see the dream team in their little sprite form, That's a pretty cool one. Very meta. I mean, yeah, again, you're meeting like the sort of main devs behind the game. There's some other interesting ones, though. I was thinking, I don't think I've ever seen whatever plays in the time when Chrono is out of the party, in that part where he's dead. I don't know if I've seen what can happen in that very first encounter you have with Lavos. There is one that like there's one against that first encounter you would typically you're like supposed to lose, or it feels as if it's a scripted loss, but actually winnable that first time through, your first encounter with Lavos. Usually that first attack he does wipes out your party, unless you've really prepared for it specifically for that, and that would be that's one I don't think I've ever taken that one out. Yeah. Poor Chrono. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't think I did that one. I heard it's pretty cool. I may have seen it at one point. There was several years back. I watched it. I just had a wild hair and watched like a couple endings on YouTube, and I think a couple of the ones I had seen I had already recognized, the balloon one and stuff. But yeah, there's a few interesting ones. So yeah, maybe I'll try to get some I haven't seen before. That'd be cool. Everyone gets thirsty for. Oh yeah, so I just saw something about that. Like, I was trying to do the Lara, or the Luca's mom you know, not to get, she doesn't get her own name. She's Luca's mom. No, but yeah, the side quest where you're trying to save Lara from being maimed and getting caught up in the machine. And I was just like, it took me back to doing it that first time and like missing it. Just like, how do you get to the machine? When do you start typing the buttons in? You know, like, because it's a very shortly timed event. You know, you don't have a whole bunch of space to get that done, you know. And I just happened to catch something yesterday. Like when I was looking for that, I still had the game FAQs message board up, and someone had mentioned something about an ending where I think Luca says something like I guess we see his like human form again or something, and apparently I think Luca's like, oh damn, you know, Frog's got it going on. Yeah, that's all I know, man. I know, hey, sometimes it's still a good resource. I will say, when I was looking at it yesterday, I didn't realize I was looking at a Chrono Trigger DS thing, and it may have been slightly different. They might have added like an extra tone during that part. Because I'm reading the description, it's like, wait for the tone before you start typing, Lara, and there was no first, like, hey, it's on now, it's time to type. There was no, like, indicator for that. You just have to make sure you don't hit the A button. You don't go in and just, you know, hit the dialogue too many times and like close it out or whatever. But yeah, I finally got that done after a couple tries. But yeah, Nick said, when I first played, I was surprised I could beat the game without being forced to revive Chrono. I don't think it would be the end. Well, and I didn't know this until recently either. That's a great point. I didn't realize that. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I guess the only thing that gets a new game plus, according to something I read, is actually going through the Black Omen. And I think that's just the way in the few playthroughs I did, that's just the way I'm kind of beating the game by default. And then maybe I go and do a couple other endings. You know, and not to say that I never like went to the bucket or something and did that. I had seen that before, but only maybe by the time you're at this chapter here, the Fated Hour. I don't think and then maybe through a new game plus did I use the bucket. So yeah, it's interesting I guess to get a new game plus, you have to go through the, like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, like canon ending or official ending, I guess. Okay, shit. It's funny, save 269 is like less time, and then versus 268. What's going on? Okay. This calls for some corn. Okay, it's a few minutes later, huh? Bing bong. Oh yeah, well that's because I remember it's because I did Luca's thing a couple times and I screwed it up, and I saved one time after I did it. Anyway, I got it figured out now. We should be at 269. I do believe. I think with this one, Luca's do we not have game audio? Oh, it's frozen. What happened? It froze sometime when I was on the menu there. Give me 1 second. Don't do me like that.
I'm pissed now.
There it is. Okay. Looks like it's going to work for us now. Sorry about that. I didn't do anything other than search through the files, so I don't know what time it got hung up there, but hopefully that's the only time that'll happen today. All right, so yeah, on this file here, we managed to save Luca's mom. What is the difference between those two outcomes? Does she get a different gun? We got some, let's see, what did we get? Like a green something? I actually kind of want to see that because I just sort of rushed off at the end yesterday. I didn't expect I didn't realize that talking to Robo would trigger the whole forest thing, which then triggers the Luca side quest. It's funny how these side quests are woven together like that. You don't just you kind of do start doing. I think even if I like knew a little bit better where to go for each one, it does seem like some of them you're kind of doing piecemeal. You're working a little bit on this one, and then you go to do that one. And it's cool like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's cool like that. It's got a kind of a Dragon... I mentioned this yesterday, but it has a bit of a Dragon Quest feel, you know, which is, of course, not surprising. But yeah, it's... It just in the way that it really opens up at the end, and it allows for you to do a lot of exploration. It requires you to go around and talk to a lot of NPCs. And you find, depending on where you just set about and who you're talking to first and what age, you're finding clues for some of these things in a different order from how maybe somebody else would. Dragon Quest III has a couple points in the game where it opens up like, and other DQs, where it opens up big like that. And I think you don't, if you're always looking at a side quest or at a guide, I don't think some of that gameplay, some of that intended gameplay really comes through in this portion of the game. And that's only kind of just come to me on this playthrough. Oh yeah, sorry. Got myself distracted. Luca's side quest. I do want to see like what, you know, that one's done, but let me just see like, what do you... I'm curious, like what the... Like, you know, what are the difference in the... It's also funny because some of this stuff is mixed in with Son of Sun, which we're going to do today, and I didn't even realize that. Some of the Luca stuff. That's funny. So this isn't, yeah, that wasn't even Luca's thing. Luca's is like Son of Sun. So whose side quest was that? Yeah, like I was saying, he started on one person's, and that was part of Robo's. Oh, I guess not. Who was doing Fiona? Or let's see. Okay, here it is. Fiona's side quest, yeah. Okay, just under her own name. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's just at the end of the... Okay, let's see, so it's funny. Regardless of the outcome, whether you save Lara or leave things be, Robo will be waiting for you outside the portal, and he'll give you the Green Dream accessory, which allows its wearer a one-time reanimation in battle. Wow, kind of like the Life 3 spell in FF. Interesting. What is that? The Green Dream. There it is. We have it. One-time auto reanimate. Oh, sweet. So you get the Green Dream no matter what, and then I suppose you get... at some point we got like her... Didn't we get a good weapon for her or something? Or maybe it's just the Green Dream is the main one out of that. Alright. Alright, moving on. I think at this point we can go fight Son of Sun, and I actually looked for this Son of a Sun, Bale Son of Sun. I looked for him on a previous stream. It was going to be one of the first side quests I was going to do, but I got to what I thought would be his palace, and it didn't seem like anything was going on. I was confused. So I'm going to head to the future. The distant future.
Give me a hell yeah!
Do 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 do.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, it's like kind of down close to it, I think. It's not this, yeah, it's not that one, but down here. Very nice. I like the, just seeing the remains of these skyscrapers and stuff. Well, And the buildings are looking kind of Art Deco, you know, or I don't know. You see the future. You see like 1999 when you get to see the Day of Lavos. And people live in these like domed cities. Here's the Sun Palace. Now, I think that this is where we need to be. I must have found I think I found something different before. And that's why we didn't fight Son of Sun. Okay,
Rise from your grave.
The Aussie Pants with something that would make you... Oh yeah, so these guys, we gotta prep for fire. The Aussie Pants are really good, but yeah, they make you confused, I believe, or chaos, or whatever they call it in this game. So you would need something to counteract that. And then I guess you have the best helmet. Okay, so... Wait, Ruby Armor I think is actually the one we're gonna want. Cuts fire by 80%, okay. That would be good, or we could get something that does absorption. Maybe that's what we want. Absorbs 50%, so it's not the red vest, but the mail, huh? There's a red mail. Absorbs fire hits, okay. So, we've got a bunch of ruby armors floating around. Who do I want for this? I think I'll put Chrono back in for a little bit, maybe, and, I mean, what a guy, huh? And I think I'll give him... I think I might give him the ruby armor, and... I don't know if you doing any counterattacking matters for this. Let's see. Maybe I'll bring someone else in other than Luca. Maybe we'll do Frog. Although, Luca's like, hey, this is supposed to be my side quest. He can have the red vest or red mail. Well, shoot, we have enough to make 2 people absorb fire. Might as well do that. Flea vest. What was the flea vest? Wow, the one-time reanimate is awesome. Flea vest. I need it right now. Wait, where'd it go? Flea vest. Magic defense plus 12. Good God. That'd be pretty sweet, but I think we're going to be absorbing most of the magic this thing has. So we might not have to worry about that too much.
And I know, deep in my heart, deep in my soul, and deep in my loins, that one of these 25 women is going to be the one for me.
Gold earring. Max HP up to 50%. No, let's make you strong. All right, so Chrono, Frog, and who? Sure, what the hell, Robo. Why don't you come with us, Robo? Can you put on a red mail? You would need the ruby armor, okay. What the heck? Let's bring Robo with us. We're here in the future, you know? Robo, why don't you have this one-time auto reanimate too? What the hell? Oh yeah, you can get quite the upgrade here, huh? And a Terra arm. Wait, one of these is like HP bound. Okay, it's the Crisis arm. They put it at the bottom. All right. All right, let's try this. No one's got much in the way of like status protection. I don't know if that's going to be a problem against this guy. Let's give it the old save. The Sun Palace. Is this the place? Looks like it. Looks like we need to hit that thing. I came into something like this. Maybe I just didn't see the sparkling little hello. Son of Sun, here we go. Oh, I'm supposed to fight the fires, I think. Let me see what's up. Let me see how this works. You counterattack with flare. Okay. Oh, I have... Oh, good. Man, I forgot to put Frog in the team. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see, what happens if I just try to hit like one of these things? $10 damage. Alright, we'll see what we can do. This is not the party I meant to... You know what? I keep forgetting too. I don't know what Son of Sun has. Maybe it's something's worth stealing. Via, charm. I'm kind of having second thoughts and considering just backing out, just because this isn't really the setup I want. I don't believe. A miss. Okay. Forgot about this aspect. It's a miss! Stop, you silly Billy. That one hurts. Still missing, huh? Well, I heard a little positive chime there. Must be the flame position at the top right now, at the back. Doodle-doo. I know, right? I wonder, I'm kind of curious, like, when they shuffle like that, is there any, you know, are they keeping the actual one there? I would be funny if there was a way to track it. That time I was just kind of looking away a little bit. That's funny. I haven't done this, you know, I haven't played this game in a while, so... Just watch, yeah, totally. Just let the world slow down for a little bit in that moment. There we go. It's funny, it'll do a little damage to him. Okay. It does a little damage to the centerpiece there. I'm kind of curious what we could have stolen. You know, at this point, we've got some pretty great stuff. But when you start to get to this point of the game, man, it's like the rewards you can get for... Yeah, the counterattack is useless. But the rewards you can get for the, you know, for charming stuff gets really big at this point. There's some stuff you really don't want to miss. Thankfully, you know, but like a lot of JRPGs, it is interesting because, like, it's not as if beating the game, and there's a couple of ways of beating this game that aren't necessarily... I should have healed him. you know, it's like not that hard of a game still. I think you could screw it up. You could not do much charming. You could not play. You don't have to sit there and like min max everything, you know, and you're probably still going to beat the game. Dig-a-doo. Okay, well. I guess I'll use elixirs. I've got 19 of them. Son of Sun. My dad used to watch this show. I can't remember. I've mentioned this before, but I can't remember what channel it came on. Although, as I say that, I'm hearing Spike TV, you know, which I know is like geared towards guys, you know. And he would watch this show called, oh, damn you, Son of Sun. It was called Son of the Beach. And it was just a really... It was very of the time. It was basically like a teen... It was a sitcom taking place at this like college or something, and it basically had about the sophistication of, you know, your average teen movie or something with, you know, every... Oh yeah, it's a... Of course, you're not watching this to, you know... I mean, you know, the writing can be funny, but yeah, you're... Hey, we all like a little trash every now and then. Turn off our brains. But yeah, I just remember this theme song and like, Son of the Beach at the end, and they went to like the University of... They had some stupid, or I say stupid, but some funny and dumb acronym for the school they went to. It was, I have to work backwards from the acronym. It was like Southern University of California, Malibu adjacent. Yeah, that was it. Southern University of California, Malibu adjacent. And which, of course, you can probably imagine what the, or, you know, you can imagine what the acronym would have been. And you could probably go on to imagine what their mascot was, the team mascot, too. They were the Gamecocks, of course. Yeah. They had this one character on there named Chip Rommel, and it was just like every German, and it was like every joke about Germans, German humor, sex, food, and the Nazis, like all combined into one. It was just like they just used this character for like all the, like, I don't know, just like if you were to just run down the list of like something that everybody knows about Germany, you know, it's like this character, they're just checking everything off, you know. Shit, I think I have two people attacking the same one. You gotta mix it up. That's a miss, Luca. Pay attention. Blame Luca. I'm ready for another shuffle. I fold. God damn it. At least that heals Chrono. Chrono's doing okay. I'll get Lucas some help in a second. Kind of bad luck, just going through the flames. I mean, I've hit the same one once or twice. It was an accidente. Yay! Funny too that it hits you with a really powerful attack, you know, if you go in and try to just hit the core. It's funny because I keep thinking I've accidentally aimed at the core, but that's not the case. It just, oh shit, he hasn't shuffled yet, huh? We're actually doing damage. Prior to this, I've gotten like 1 hit per turn. Oh, that should have damaged him. Come on. Chrono, you're wasting time with that counterattack, brother. I don't know how to tell you. That one's smarts. Yay! It's like if I do a bunch of damage to... What? That's funny. It didn't damage the center there. Is it like only a regular attack or something will do it? Dingle dingle. Hit the flames, do 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 do. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Wednesday. It's been a good day. I got a late start today, but it's funny because when I stream a few days in a row, especially with what I'm doing right now, with you know, trying to bring like a little bit of preparation for the stream that's like appropriate to what part of the game we're in. That can take a little bit of prep sometimes, and getting a few hits that time around. But yeah, but I figured this is like the 3rd day in a row. I'm glad that, oh cool, it's losing its fire. Oh, can we attack it now? Oh, it's done. Got 3,800 experience points. Very cool. 40 tech points, 20,000 gil. Or gold. Luca's level up. Son to son. He's just going back and disappearing. I like how it moves too. Very globular. These risque statues from the thanks, Nick. Yeah. Yeah, from the Zeal era here with the you've got the scantily clad magic lady holding what? The forbidden fruit? Some materia? I don't know. I don't know, but it's awesome. And then you got just this absolute beefcake right here. This beefcake of a demon. How about that for a gargoyle? And then these. I forgot about these here. With the cool little, like, inlay. Oh, those are stairs there. Okay. Look at the lighting in here, too. This is great. Just seeing the little, you know, these little... How they have the light coming out from the bottom there. It's pretty sweet. And then again, I wondered, like, what is this substance or lighting situation? It's very, like, Death Star. You know? I don't know. being the son of sun, I suppose we could be built into some kind of volcanic situation, but that's more like that you know, Zeal's burning like energy from Lavos or something. The Zeal LEDs. Look at it. Look at a son of sun right there, just bouncing around.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
This thing looks like a, well, son of sun, I'm sorry, you look like a testicle with a large eye. I'm just gonna say it. Alright, let's talk to it. Nope, I didn't mean to hurt its feelings, though. This is the ancient sunstone. Oh, wait, this is the ancient sunstone? It doesn't seem to have an ounce of energy left in it.
God damn you, little microphone.
But yeah, we just killed its fire. We could probably recharge it with sunlight, but that would take eons. Jeez. If only we had some way to do that. So we got the moonstone. Now this part, this is some really fun lore. This is some fun lore and a little bit of backstory here. Some story plus lore. Gotta find a way to combine those two words. But yeah, so originally we're told that there was this this stone that was found, and some of the folks in Zeal will talk about how in the past they got their energy via this sunstone, and that seems to be what helped Zeal, or the kingdom of Zeal, rise. Was this the game portrays it as this kind of harmonious sort of you know, more natural energy source, and the humans built their civilization and culture around that. It powered the rise of Zeal in an older age. By the time we see Zeal, it's in its, you know, final days. They're really, of course, they've got their head up their ass about everything. They're exploiting all the earthbound people, and they're destroying, you know, going to basically cause collapse of civilization and a lot of destruction of the ecosystem for the earthbound folks by this long drawn out process that's already beginning before you know, we join the story. But these basically at a certain point, I think this sunstone here that we just got, this moonstone now, anyway, it had, the one that was powering Zeal had, I guess over time, started to power down. It had been discharged, and I guess folks in Zeal, it seems as if they were freaking out and trying to, you know, look for an alternate energy source to try to find a way to preserve their way of life and maybe even get more out of it, right? You know, increasing demands for energy. So, you know, this sunstone, someone talks about how Queen Zeal, or I think they mentioned that the royals, but I think Queen Zeal is maybe even, it's mentioned she like has this pretty much barricaded up. I think it's like sealed up, and they talk about this in Zeal, about there being like a seal, and also I think they created that thing we just fought as this guardian to protect what's left of this discharged sunstone, where they used to get their energy. Maybe they also did that because Zeal wants to, maybe she also sort of sealed it away because she's like, we're done with this thing, you know, it's Lavos from now on. Nobody should touch this thing, it's done, it's the past. And I don't need anybody else getting any ideas to charge this thing up again. But that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we've now found this discharged sunstone, now known as a moonstone, and we're gonna find a place that we can keep it, where we can keep it in some direct sunlight, you know, for maybe thereabouts 65 million years. So if we can just leave it in the sun for a little bit, this thing will get charged up once again. Now, there's more to what this sunstone is, and like, I don't really I don't know. This is when I get a bit lost in the lore, but there's some story that ties into this stuff too, and like also the material that the like ruby knife is made of, and like what is that, and you know, some kind of background on that stuff. All right, I think we go back to prehistoric time. And we can take this sunstone. This is not the place. It's the reptile lair. Okay. Yeah, we can find the yeah, where do we place it? It's like oh, it's funny, all the continents move around and stuff. Plate tectonics. Oh, what a beautiful map. I'm looking for an island. Maybe this thing? Sunkeep. So I think if we bring this thing in here, yeah. It's never dark in here. Leave the moonstone? I don't think there's anything else we do with the moonstone. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. Well, back to Jackie. All right, so there's our moonstone. We're just gonna let that sucker charge up for about 65 million years. Give or take a couple thousand. And let's see. I wonder what I wonder how it changes over the ages, if at all. I can't remember if it's going to look like partially charged in another era. You know, it's funny because that's the, of course, you know, mathematically, by far the bulk of the time that this thing's sitting in the sun is, yeah, between 65 million BC and here, 65,000 BC. Or no, this is 12,000. That's right. Yeah. So, you know, it's funny because it doesn't show any difference at this point, but we only have another like 14,000 years left on the timeline. At least of which we can explore. So it's kind of funny. 65 million years have passed, but then something really happens. You know, it's like that last. It's getting that last 10. Well, God, it's gonna be so much less than that. But let's say that it's like getting that last 15% of juice on your phone. You know, it's good to keep that thing connected, right? Go ahead and let it get all the way to 100. That last little bit may matter. It may stay at 100 for a couple minutes, who knows? You go ahead and take it off the charger and the thing hasn't gotten all its potential. Alright, I think we can just go to the future. I'm gonna have to get a break in a second. I'm dancing because of this great music. And because I need to use the restroom. Sunkeep. It's gone. The moon. I forgot about this. The moonstone is gone. Okay. Looks like it's been gone for ages. Let's try another time period. Ooh. All right. So now we need to go back in time and try to deduce when this thing might have disappeared. That's fun. All right. I'm going to take us another. I'm going to take us a break here. Get us a break. Let's go here. Happy Wednesday. This is already a fun one. Thank you guys for hanging. Again, side quests, but it's in this game. I don't know if side quests. Yeah, they're optional, right? But can you call some of this stuff a side quest, man? Maybe that's the good thing about this game. A lot of it could be side quests or optional. All right, well, let me get a little break in, guys. I'll take a few minutes. You guys should take a few minutes, too. I'll see you back here in just a bit. BRB. Thanks for hanging.
Rise from your grave.
Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Smoke a cigarette and laugh.
It's getting hot today. Today's supposed to be the peak of this heat wave. I'm kind of afraid to look at what the temp got to. I imagine maybe it's on the way down, but it's going to be the hottest part of the day inside this house. Tell you that much. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me get something here. I was trying to pull it up. It's hot. It was supposed to be like around 90 or so, and yeah, quite hot. Man, folks back home got some bad weather. I was seeing. Yeah, looks like some really bad storms ripped through parts of the Midwest and into the Southeast. And, I think everybody, for me back home, is safe, but I hope it's the same for all you guys. And man, nothing to do but pass the time, play a little Chrono Trigger, a game all about time. Yeah, we're doing side quests. Here it is. Me, you, Frog, Marle, Son of Sun, and we're trying to find the Sunstone. Somebody's nabbed it, nicked it, stolen it. It's gone. Let's get into it, see if we can find this thing.
Oh, Jesus, that was brutal.
We're gonna hop into the Jackie and hop aboard the Jackie, and let's see, so we put it in the prehistoric part, and it was still there in the Dark Ages. So, how about the Middle Ages? Something tells me maybe it goes missing around this time, or 1000. Let's see. Still here. And ready to be touched, it seems, or ready, seemingly like you can. Is that a magic tab or something? Or, I mean, thought it would like start some. I guess it's just shiny. It's just bling bling. Yeah, it's just blinging.
Unbelievable.
That's it. Okay, so it's still here in this period. I bet it goes missing after this period. Is the Chancellor responsible for both this and the like rainbow shell going missing? Yeah, it's missing. It isn't here either. I wonder if someone from this time period has taken it. Well, that's a decent conclusion. I'm really glad it lines up with us being able to only go to these like specific periods and not like dial it, you know, like really fine tune it. All right, so hopefully someone who's still alive, you know, because over the course of the last 400 years, it's gone missing. That's all we really know, but oh, and there's our buddy still hanging out. Cyrus. I don't know what else it takes to get challenge him to a Pokemon match. Tintone, welcome, buddy. Yeah, welcome, man. How you doing? I've been having a rough string of days, but your streams have really been helping me. Oh, good to hear that, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate hearing that. Yeah, and sorry that you're going through that, man. Yeah, just try to keep going. You know, I go through a tough time myself, so can't say I'm going, you know, can't say I know what you're going through, but, you know, maybe my own blend of it. But yeah, just try to keep going, man. Let's see what we can do here. Sometimes I wish I had a time machine, but I think, you know, the zen is found in the being here of the now, you know, not so much using the time travel in my mind that I often do. It's a superpower of those who have anxiety, you know. You can time travel through your mind at the speed of light. We should say faster. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thank you. Dude, yeah, I'm glad you're liking the game. It's a really fun one. It's got a lot of heart to it. And I think some people would be surprised that this game came out in 1995, you know? I think, that, you know, I think especially maybe if for a person, I mean, for anybody could be blown away at how good of a game it is, but I could see, I don't know, I could see there also being someone significantly younger than me kind of playing this and being like, oh, wow, this is really good for its time, or you know, maybe even being like an inroads for like, yeah, playing other JRPGs, stuff like that, you know. Okay. Someone spinning out there? Awesome. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, and it's not that long, which is actually a benefit in that it doesn't overplay it. You know, it doesn't feel overplayed at any point. You know, when you just sit here and talk through this screen for 5 minutes or so, sure, right? The game's gonna take a little bit longer, but but that's just what we do. But yeah, no, it's not that long of a game at all, and I think that's why it's primo, and I think it's why a lot of people really like it. It means something to a lot of people. I don't remember who it was the other day, but I caught something about someone. This sounds silly, but I can only put it down to a celebrity, and I can't remember who it was, but it was maybe someone who was like of a decent level of, wow, look at this glimmering house, a decent level of celebrity, and they were like opening up about Chrono Trigger in an interview, or telling an interviewer like, you've got to play it, like, and I'm sorry because I don't remember who it was, but I think it was like somewhat recent. They're just like recommending that, you know, telling the interviewer, yeah, you got to get on that. So here's the mayor's manor. Seems like it's got a little sparkle to it, a little shine. I wonder if he's hiding anything. Moonstone, never heard of it. Sir, I just walked in. I didn't say a word. Dad loves money more than he loves me. I keep my finger on that sound. The person I hate the most, my dad, of course. The children are slipping away from us. It's so sad.
Video game trauma.
Everyone says Daddy's greedy. They're lying, right?
It's not fair!
Man. I like these swords. Here, hey, little girl, don't get any ideas about jumping on the bed there and, you know, try to get one of those swords off the wall. Please. Looks dangerous. Got a radio, got a lamp, a little mirror, sweet little room, a boat, you know, a little boat model. Why are you shaking your head, Chrono? Oh, there's a cat side quest. I scrolled over something that was mentioning like something about 15 cats, and it got my attention. It was when I was looking earlier for to try to see if we had finished the Son of Sun, or the previous one, Luca's little flashback at the end of Fiona's side quest. Okay, I don't know. I think where are you keeping it, buddy? This guy's a liar. Somebody spill the beans. The children are slipping away from us. Oh, I see the chest there. Never mind. Sorry. Look, there's a... Oh, shoot. Just, it blends right in.
You dumb son of a bitch!
Test. Okay. I think I turned my something over here down, but hopefully. Looks like it's good. All right. Got one shelter. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, where's the moonstone? God damn it.
Oh my god!
Is there a back entrance? He got quite the manner, doesn't he? Coming in the back. This lion... I don't know what to do. Steel saber? Iron? Okay, I don't want to buy anything right now. That's... Unless... Do you have jerky? No, I think someone sells jerky, like, just by itself. Snail stop. Some monsters coexist with humans, like that piano player. Oh yeah, this is the... What kind of song do you want? I'm the piano man. Oh, hey. Play me a song. You know, I think I've done the sad one already, but let's hear the upbeat.
Oh, come on, man.
Just getting on that organ. That'd be a fun one for like a running playlist, you know. Throw a 3-minute loop of it in there. Sorry, a 23-minute loop. That might help you dig deep, you know. Just that extra little bit that you need to dig deep and finish that incline. I need to run. I was thinking the other day, man, my body is, I remember seeing in the past the like commercials, it was talking about some workout program that would do like a muscle confusion was what you're supposed to get out of it. Let me turn this down. Muscle confusion, I think, was what they advertised the program. And I feel like right now I have my own version of muscle confusion because I used to, I had a really good running routine going for many years, and then I only just now broke it because I screwed up my ankle for a little bit, and it's feeling better now. I think it's almost all the way healed, and I can run on it, but it's just been like a series of unfortunate events and excuses that have kept me from getting a run in. But hey, tomorrow, let's I'll write that check right now. Where are you guys keeping this thing? Maybe I gotta talk to someone else. Where do you keep the moonstone, yeah? All right, well, apparently we're going to have to divide these parents. It's not going to be difficult, but we're going to have to get these kids even more opposed to their parents. We're going to have to do something get these parents roped into an investigation, and I think we can eventually get one of these kids to probably crack. Tell us what's going on, right? Where we can find this moonstone. Bum, bum, bum. Hello. No, I don't want to buy your stuff. We went to the market. Nothing's going on there. Oh. I'll stay at your inn.
Why do you have to hate what you don't understand?
Cozy little place. I like it. Some flowers on the table. Bottle. From last night's festivities. Robo can really just put them back. He's got like a little waste compartment. It does nothing. It doesn't go into the systems and would not like cause any moisture damage. It's just so that he can, you know. So in case there's a human around, you know, he can kick one back. Maybe the robots like to do it too, you know. It's like, I don't know. In Star Wars, the droids like, if there's this one episode of Star Wars Rebels where the droid, like R2D2 really wants. Now that as I am about to say this, the plot line is hitting me just how amazing it is. But R2D2, it wants to go to this droid spa. He's really into it. He's been needing a good cleaning, and he's been wanting a good oil soak, or you know, etc. Droid care. And it ties into the plot line because I think someone's trying to use that sort of to ensnare him. You know, at one point, so of course he's falling for it. And they tell him they can do it for cheap or something like that, you know. Hey. 400 years ago, a strange metal creature helped a woman named Fiona revive the forest to the north. The creature was placed in a shrine within the forest. Wow, can't believe that. Can you, Robo? Let's talk to this guy. Everyone's over at the festival. What fools? He's like, you can't even drink there. Oh, except for the soda guzzling contest.
Maybe he doesn't want to tell me how he tore his asshole.
Tell me what happened to the festival, buddy. Alright, let's see. I got the best jerky in town, but I'm saving it. I might let some go for, say, 9,900. How about it? I do want jerky. Is there jerky at a better price? I mean, maybe I shouldn't be pinching G's here. How many G's do we have? Dude. Okay, we have 172,708, so I guess I can afford that. Still, it's the principle of the thing. Piano Man's got talent. Stop by and check it out. Oh, no more jerky, okay. We have jerky now. That's one thing I've been wanting to do. We could bring the jerky to the... I don't think anything's changed here. These people aren't going to be like, smell the jerky. Moonstone. Never heard of him. Goodbye. Just takes off in our giant, you know, past from the past, yet still, you know, amazing technology. Futuristic flying machine from the past. where should we let her down? Just right in front of the, yeah, let's put her down right in front of the Millennial Fair here. No, actually, we don't want to go there. We want to go to the castle. I've got jerky. Oh, wait, who wants jerky? Oh, jerky is wanted in the Middle Ages. Okay, let's travel back for 400 years. Let's bring this jerky back to the Middle Ages, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, this is where we want to be. Chrono, my thanks extend for generations to come. If they had broken through a Xenon bridge, this castle would have been destroyed. Nonsense. You saved the day. I just cooked. I'm whipping up a victory meal. Something real fancy. Yo. What, you want some jerky? Sorry, I'm out of the ingredients right now. Besides, it's a tad spicy for most people. Okay, so he can't... Oh, shit. No, it is the... Wait, done. I shall obtain the shell and store it in the castle as a national treasure. That's done. That's already finished. Who wants the jerky? All right, where's Frog? Was it the king? It was like Nadia's dad, huh? Check that out. Let's go to the future.
And y'all already know, all day, Dallas sucks.
$100 AD. The future relative to 600 AD. King ordered that the court be locked until the trial's over. Well, I have some jerky to deliver to somebody, so... I think if I put Marle in our party... I don't know if I had that last time. Let's see. No entry allowed. Let me through.
I don't know what to tell you, bitch.
She runs right through him. Oh, here we are. Had any of you heard of the rainbow shell? I too had no idea until I found this. It's an ancestral whale. It says, quote, unveil the rainbow shell to the people at the Millennial Fair. What are you talking about? We've no family heirlooms here. So, this is a forgery? Why does the defendant deny the people a glimpse of the rainbow shell? Like this is... This is a great animation. I love this. I love that we're back in the courtroom scene too. Because he no longer has it, that's why. He sold the heirloom for cash. Witness, please.
This motherfucker don't miss.
What is it, Nadia? We're conducting a trial here. Father. Father, what? What are we doing here again? Was that the 600 AD that Chrono got nabbed? I don't know. I don't know what. Both trials have been in this era, right? I don't know. I think. Nadia, the Chancellor is trying to frame me. He hurls insults. Confirm your innocence with proof. Proof? Yes. If he hasn't sold the heirloom, it should be in the castle. Show me the rainbow shell and I'll accept his innocence. Chancellor, what kind of Chancellor? What kind of trickery is this? Never trust the Chancellor. Remove them. Do it.
You dumb son of a...
No entry allowed. Sorry, miss. Let me through. Princess, not even you may enter. Not even you can enter, princess. Find the rainbow shell, and we'll be able to prove the king's innocence. What are you saying? It's a lie. There is no heirloom. We changed history back in 600 AD, so the rainbow shell should still be in the castle. Aha, the rainbow shell we gave to my ancestor 400 years ago is still here. It's probably in the basement. Alright, see you suckers later. Position is about to be handed down. The king requests that no one enter or leave. Oh, I can get to the basement without ya. Geez, I ain't gonna poison the Chancellor. Can't get anything done with you standing around. Another way to other parts of the basement? Oh, well, this way. I always forget about this section. Ouch, a rat bit me. What? Okay, let's see, who do we want? I'll keep Marle just because, yeah, feels right. Story-wise line. Storyline-wise. Story-wise line. Hey, Tater, what's going on? We're just dealing with a little more...
Video game trauma.
Video game trauma around here. More trials. More characters on trial.
Nani?
Hey, Suit, how you doing, man? Hope you've had a good day. Been a decent one for me. Just, it's hot. Good little heat wave kicking off today. Well, that's pretty sweet. Keep you. Actually, I don't even know if I want you in right now, Marle. Let's see what's up. We don't have to keep Chrono in. I always do forget that. Who I want. You know what? Let's. Let me do this first. I'm gonna decide on a team. I'm gonna get. Gotta keep. I guess we do have to keep Marle in. I keep forgetting that, or I should. I want to. Maybe even certain parts of this you might have to have her in. Let's see. Well, you could take her out at this point, huh? Rotes, what's up, buddy? Welcome. You did. What are you gonna do? You gonna run, fight, throw a Pokeball, use an item? Ding dong 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 dong. Marle, you can stay. For the storyline. Hey, welcome. Poor guard minding his own business. I know. I know. I didn't really pay as much attention, and I didn't really underline that. Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it? He just got bit by a rat, and he's like, now he's down on the ground. That's pretty full on. Not really sure what's going on there. Yeah, welcome, guys. Road said, I finished Doom today. Saddest 16 hours of my life. Oh, man. The game was that bad, huh, buddy? Damn. Sounds like you had a good time with it, man. You know what's funny? I didn't even realize that was a new game. And when you were watching it, yeah, I'd mentioned that I thought like, yeah, I was like seeing, like it looked like it was just flowing so well. It was, it looked gameplay-wise really, really fun and just, yeah, really pretty too. For considering the, you know, what you're doing and the, you know, the demons and stuff you're fighting. Yeah, I realized that afterward. I didn't look into it until like after I was watching you play it a little bit. And yeah, I didn't even realize, I mean, I figured it wasn't that old, but I didn't realize it was, you know, the new. The hot thing. So hot. Doom right now. Hell. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-mm. Yeah. I wonder... Yeah. Well, I mean, what do they do next? Just release a bunch of DLC that extends the the playtime or something? Who do we want in this team? You know what? I like being able to charm folk. So let's bring Ayla in. That's a good aspect of her character. That's like no matter what else is going on, it's like she can still steal. Still steal. 80 hours of Doom. It's just the Doom one-player storyline. You know what, Chrono? Take a hike for just a second, buddy. Let's strip any good items he's got off of him. All right, you can keep your sword, sir. I really, you know, we love Chrono, of course, but sometimes you gotta give the guy a break. I kinda like that frenzy bait. I might put that on. No, she needs the charm. Never mind. Don't mind the streamer here. Carry on amongst yourselves for just a minute. Let me get this guy set up. I think, I don't know what's ahead, so we're keeping him out anyway. He looks good. I don't think we need to take anything off of him. Time out. Time after time. Okay. She could be even more powerful if I didn't have the charm top on, but... Alright, let's do this. I like this team. Dumb. Oh, is this Dumb and Dumber? Oh, yes. Let me catch up with the chat here. Rote said you obviously underestimate an 80s child. We had games you never finished. I just finally beat Aladdin on Genesis 30 years after it came out. Nice, man. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I guess, yeah, right. It's funny because I do wonder sometimes how many hours I put into certain games as a kid, and you know, there was a point when I kind of thought like, oh, with most games, I'm like, oh, maybe I was better at that as a kid, and then I picked some of those up, and I'm like, oh no, that's not, you know. I'm glad they're still learning to be done, and you know, we all can grow and we all can learn. It can depend. It can depend on the Final Fantasy, like when it comes to like swapping in and out and stuff, and Like some of them are a little more. There are several of them that like you would have a bunch of characters and stuff, and even the first one was, you know, the characters were, you have 4, but you kind of just create them to be what you want, you know, whatever class you want them to be, and you start with that. And yeah, so yeah, some of them, that's the thing. Final Fantasy IV, there's a couple others that have like a bunch of characters. 7, you rotate through characters, and sometimes this or that one isn't available, you know. 6 is really interesting because it's a big cast of characters, and that's probably the best of what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like with 6, it's you know, there's even scenarios at points for like certain groupings of characters just because they're not all together, you know. And it's pretty fun like that, man. Thanks for the lurk, Rotes. Yeah, I'm catching up with the chat here. Yeah. Talking about Aladdin. Yeah. I only played a little bit of Aladdin, and I think what I played was probably mostly Genesis. Did a lot of Lion King. Yeah. Yeah, man. Battletoads, yeah. I don't know how far I've made it in Battletoads, but not that far. Just a couple levels. Yeah. Yeah. But thanks for the lurk, man. I appreciate it. Here we go, done. The boss is itching to avenge the grudge that's been in the family for 13 generations. He's gonna frame the king. All right, I like Dumb and Dumber here. Hit him with the tailspin. Go all out. That was a little bit of a killing a fly with a nuke, but you know, that's okay. So there is a plot. Let's hurry. Oh man. Oh, nice little wipe there. Zoop. That wipe is in the a similar one is in the intro to this game, huh? Maybe to this scene. I confess, I bought it from the king. He said he needed the cash. Liar! I've never seen you before. Order in the court. Order. Was I convincing? Perfect. Like this Chancellor. Do. All right. Nagaet and Snake hanging out. Again, I think I just did like one of the most powerful attacks, but that's okay. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Oh, I see some stuff we can get. Although, maybe there's something for us. Oh no, we're in the year 1000, I think, at this point, right? Easy to get it mixed up. Oh, I'm heading backwards. Go this way. Nice. I don't think that stuff in the back we can get to. Might move this pot. I want to fight it though. This is like a little screensaver here. Check it out. Abort mission. It's funny because this is an enemy that you fight maybe potentially within the first 10-15 minutes of the game, you know. Even faster if you're really just trying to go from place to place. This game Toriyama, delivers with a little something for everybody, when it comes to these games. They don't really explain anything about Ayla's tail, but right? I don't know. I can't remember if that's ever explained. One elixir. Prehistoric cat girl. Hyper ether. Something for everybody, it's a Look at that. That's nice. This is when I want to just be able to type something in if I can't find it in these million folders here. Oh well. Well, it's interesting because when you see it from the back, it's does it come from? It looks as if it comes off of her top there, off the back of it. Maybe this is something she earned as she's their big warrior or something, and maybe it's this, it's that. And she becomes the saber cat or whatever, So it might give me the term here for this. Yeah. You would see it with I don't know, you'd see it with Mayan and Incan fighters doing doing themselves up as a jaguar and stuff, and even wearing this stuff that could be cumbersome to some people, but they train in it, and it's their it's of course that's an honor, a huge honor, or it's that's part of the deal, But then, the rainbow shell. Why? 'Tis a letter. To Marle? Dearest Marle, I know things are tough between you and your father, but nothing can break your bond of blood, neither words of anger nor great distances. Someday, when you have children, you will understand. The special bond is part of a family. This special bond is part of a family tree which links us together. Dear Queen Lean, let us now make haste and fulfill our quest. Yeah, now we have this giant rainbow shell. Can we tow this thing out of here? Or Father, hang in there, we're coming. I like how blingy it is. You got one prism shard. Nice. Members of the jury, if he is guilty... Sorry. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If innocent, stand to the right. Guilty. Oh, another wipe. Back to our heroes. Do we run? What do we do now? Are we going to be running through the dungeon? Just going to hang out right here with this thing. They got the king on trial. Why don't you come at the king, you best not miss. Oh, nice. Let's take these guys out. Probably gotta go up at this point, maybe. I feel like, you know, at this point our cover is probably pretty blown, but I don't know. There is a plot happening right now. That's where we came from. Let me in. You won't reconsider? No, princess. There is one way. It's a bit rough, but just follow me. The verdict is in. Guilty. Man. The Guardian line. This Chancellor. The Guardian line ends here. This domain shall be mine. Take him away. Wait. Who is it? Wow. One more time. Father. It's just it's a System of a Down fan, you know. Father, to your hands I commend my spirit. Bam. Nadia! Hell yeah, dude. She jumped straight through the stained glass. That's awesome. Princess, control yourself. Like the jaw on the floor. You're too late. The king has been found guilty. Even kings are subject to our laws. Oh. No, this was a setup. Nonsense, the king's a crook. But the treasure is right here. Impossible. Your little scheme is over, Chancellor. I mean, he starts to do it. Maybe like a... Oh, sorry. Huh? It's not the plot you think. I'm here to avenge my ancestors. Super Ultra Presto Transformo. Heck yeah. Yakra the 13th. I don't know Yakra's deal. Let's try to charm. Go from there. I don't don't really know what to do, but let me try one of these. Massive ice attack. $15.44. Okay. What is it? She's got triple kick. Does double cure hit everybody? It does. That's pretty sweet. Might use that at some points. Okay. It's like cure 2 for everyone, I guess. True. I didn't see if we got the steal. I'm guessing we did. Maybe I should try again. I just want to see. Mega Elixir. Nice. That's like, gives the team like, I think it's like a full HP and MP restore. Okay, I guess she needs it. Somebody needs to do some healing. Let's see. Why don't you get in a... So now to make her faster. True. Thankfully, nothing he's doing is like doing a ton of damage. It's pretty sweet. Okay, I wonder what Leap Slash does. What's it doing? Damage-wise. They've got some pretty cool little, This is it! What is this? Oh, shoot. I wonder if one of them is gonna need, like, a... Oh, there's that one thing, the greenstone. I forgot to put that on somebody, I think. Whoops. We're still playing here, buddy. Let's go. Ah, you didn't need to do that. Didn't mean to pause it. Okay, Marle's looking okay. I think we're doing fine. Ayla's really putting the damage in. We could try Frog Squash, I guess. Marle's taking the brunt of everything, huh? Look at Yakra. It's funny because I think you could see what are its horns and think that that's where its eyes are. And I always do this with this character. But yeah, so once it stands back up. But yeah, those are its horns. The like the tan part there when it stands up. And then down beneath that, you'll see the eyes under like a ridge for you know, for the brow there, and then the teeth and mouth and stuff. It's funny because I totally always misread him as like that being his eyes for a little. And then like, of course, I'm not like having a whole lot of time to look at that right now, but I didn't see what the frog splash did, but... Oh, what the hell? Looking pretty good. Defeated again! I hope we survive. Okay. Goodbye, Yaker the 13th. Marle's level up. Dude, thank you guys for hanging. Happy Wednesday. It's been fun. It's crazy that these are, you know, side quests. There's so much backstory, so the characters get to close these open loops or these open arcs. New arcs, you know, come off of those, and the way that some of these side quests are woven together between the characters. I'm really noticing that this time, you know. It's good stuff. It is. We'll see you later, Yakra. That was satisfying. You slime. Get out of here. Father, No, don't say it. I was wrong to be so stubborn. No, I didn't even think about how you felt. I know in my heart, but the words just came out wrong. Just come out wrong. I get you. That just happened to me. I too have that problem. I thought you left me, but realized that it was I who abandoned you. It was I who abandoned you. Man. But I'm here now. We'll talk about everything that's happened. About Chrono and Mother and... I'm here, Dad. I'm here now. Your mother. How sad. It's taken me so long to understand what Eliza meant with her last words. Eliza? I don't know that spelling. Eliza. Someday when Nadia grows up, she will bring her beloved to meet you. Welcome him warmly. It will be a day you remember forever. You heard her last words? Of course. You were so young. You ran around saying, Daddy, it's fun having all my favorite people here. It's fun having all my favorite people here. Seeing you so happy, she felt reassured. She left us quite peacefully. So that's how it was. Yes, why? Marle having her eyes closed, opening, doing the blinking here. Turning. So much like direction with the characters too. It's really funny. Ichigo, welcome. Konbanwa. You came in at the perfect time. Marle says, I used to call you Daddy? You did. A long time ago. I hope that I can get to the awws. Gonna need that. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm really sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry, Daddy. She gets up the courage to say it. Aw. And then they fade out, bring us to this scene. I'll let you exit the castle, but you be careful now. Take care of her. Indeed, sir. It's my turn now. Who's saying that? Oh, Melchior. Can't let you run the whole show. Let me make some weapons from the rainbow shell. I guess he's the king. Sounds like the king. Finally, time for me to do something. Watch and learn. He almost looks like he has the deal with it sunglasses. Melchior. Alright, well, I think we can go hang out at Melchior's. Sorry, fellows, I'm terribly embarrassed. Take care of Princess Nadia, okay? Now this is what I call a 1000th anniversary. Good stuff. Thank you guys for hanging. Glad it's halfway through that week. If you work a Monday to Friday, which I don't, you guys probably don't. Some of you don't. Sometimes I get a chance to do a little freelance on the work, or it's not so much a chance as a it's time. Soldiers hired by the fake chancellor were all monsters. Wow. Jeez. The whole crew, huh? So who is it that wants jerky? Because we spent top dollar on some jerky, and I don't think that's been used to progress any storylines right now, and I'm really sad about that. Who wants the jerky? Gonna be a great night. We're just sitting around all saying that. I feel like I walked in on something here. I don't know. We can go in with the Moonlight Parade. What's this one say? The parade's the grand finale. I'm Pierre the lawyer. These guys are just sitting around waiting for this parade. So, like, where's the real chancellor? Oh, is he still tied up somewhere or something? I feel like that's a thing. Yeah, where is he? He comes out of something, I think, or he's like tied up and put somewhere. Maybe they put him in the jail. Who knows? No, I don't know. Yeah, Yakra is dead. I don't know. Like with the real chancellor, I feel like I remember there being some gag with him inside a bag. I don't know. It's no game now. What? Princess, let's start with PE. No, we must start with discipline. See, guys, he raised a good one here. Should be proud of Marle. Okay, I think I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of the earlier scenario where the king is like in a bag. I don't know. Or not the king, but rather the chancellor. In a sack. Somebody's got the chancellor in a sack. Bing, bong, bing. At least I think so. I don't know. Maybe it's unimportant where he is. Oh, there's Melchior. This is a very rare. Oh, this is a very rare. As armor, it deflects magic. I can make you 1 prism dress featuring maximum defense, or I can make 3 less effective prism helms. Which would you prefer? I think I remember this. I think I usually go for the 3 prism helms. I think the 1 prism dress is like it's gonna be like your best armor in the game, but I'd like to see some discourse about the Prism, and I'd love to hear your Prism opinions. Opine on your Prism opinions, please. Dress versus helm. I need some Crossfire music right now. Yeah, I think with Prism helms, it's like you get 3 really good helmets. Helmets, you know, don't do like as much for defense, I think, as whatever this Prism dress would do, which is like armor, so not a helmet. I'm gonna go with the helms. I think. I think if you do multiple playthroughs, you can have a party that's pretty cool too, with a couple of Prism dresses. Or let's I'd like to. I'm going to game FAQs. Here we go, guys. I wish I could show this to you. 1 second, maybe I can. Give me just a second. Hold on. I might just be able to pull this off. Give me a sec. Let's see. Do I have a thing? I should have something ready to go to share a screen with you guys. That's the whole thing. The whole shebang. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Just 1 second. Almost got it. Almost got it. This is what I want to show. Right here. Go away. Prism dress or 3 Prism helms, assuming first playthrough, i.e. not new game plus. Alright, here we go, baby. 3 Prism helms in the lead with 77.43%. Prism dress at 22.57%. 175 to 51. That's funny. Assuming first playthrough, i.e. not new game plus. God bless game FAQs. When is this? Is from 2 years ago, too. Smoking hot. Just 2 years ago. In terms of this game, that's nothing. You're referring to the choice at the end of the Rainbow Shell side quest. What else will we be referring to? You should always go with the 3 Prism helms, because you'll be able to charm 3 more of each from the Queen Zeal later. Or from Queen Zeal later. Oh. Interesting. So you can... Oh, well, cool. And then here's someone play... I love a Devil's Advocate, though, you know? This will be the last one. Although I also feel the helms are more useful, the Prism dress is pretty indisputably the best armor for 3 characters, while the Haste helm, of which, if I recall, there are 2 you can get per playthrough, is arguably better, at least for males, who can equip Nova armor for status protection, and probably get more out of being in permanent haste than the extra defense from using Moon armor and Prism helm. Cactus Pear is bringing the heat. If you think the dress is ultimately a higher priority, I could see a case for getting it early, since otherwise you'd have to wait until, spoiler, to get more. At least that's how I look at it. Zeal. That said, the 2 haste helms also aren't until the Black Omen. So you're still getting good use out of all 3 helms, at least until then. The benefits are shared by everyone, not only females. Well, thank you, Cactar Pear. So helpful. I think I said both facts and FAQs. Yeah, because... Yeah, it just rolls off, you know. Yeah, game facts. I think maybe when I'm first finding it, I'm definitely saying facts, but it was early. Of course, it's like oh right, what is FAQ? I knew what that was, so maybe sometimes if I felt if I felt a little self-conscious about it, 3 prism helms. You want prism helms? You sure? You're sure? He's like, whoa. All right, you just wait there. I'm just gonna chip a little off of this priceless shell here. Finished. Off you go now. You got 3 prism helms. How do you do it, Hubra? I think I've said both in this live, Interesting substance. I could make some great stuff with an alloy of it. Helm. Bicycle helmets. I like it. Yeah, totally. Affix your helm. Well, the folks on bikes, that's like the modern day horse, Other than a motorcycle, And man, there's a lot of songs that play into that allegory. Don't forget your helm, bro. Yeah. Any of you guys ride bikes or, do any travel on mopeds, motorcycles, bicycles, etc.? Wear your helm. Always affix your helm. And if you're, let's say you should engage in any level of battle, even that, I'm talking a real early game kind of enemy, barely does any damage at all, consider replacing that helm. Melchior here can hook it up for you. I know a guy. Go see him. Go see Melchior. Just getting a whole bunch of blinks from Marle. Okay, cool. We chipped a little bit off of this thing, and now we've got 3 awesome helms. Yeah, damn. Pretty sweet. Defense +9, lock status. Oh, Ichigo, I think I have gone on a rant before about horses on bike trails, or at least one specific instance, a horse on bike trail. Yeah, that's a shame. Nothing like hitting a big pile of horse shit and having it kick off the back wheel and back at you and under your backpack and stuff and like all over you and or as it comes off your wheels and stuff and just right there and there's no way to dodge. Like a couple there was one point where it was like you couldn't dodge them both. You would have had to have seen them coming and slowed way down, and even then I think the piles touched, but it was the perfect you would have had to weave through them with a tiny it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, interesting, man. Yeah. Well, lots of people probably walk those trails. I guess it depends on what it is too. Yeah. Some trails are like no pedestrians. Some bike trails, but a lot of them share. Jump over the poo, yeah. That works for Tony Hawk. Yeah, he's got skills, man. I'm not getting much of a bunny hop on my my road bike. That's a skills issue, Actually, I'm not getting any mileage on my road bike because I don't know. It's just dangerous. It just feels different. The traffic is more aggressive and people here there's really this bikes just shouldn't be in the road. There's kind of that attitude amongst a lot of people. And it's a shame because I have lived in places that did it a lot better, at least in certain, if you lived in dense areas, you know, close to downtown, where it makes sense. There would be a really good bike infrastructure. Yeah, DC had that, Sacramento. Once you get outside of that, it gets, you know, good luck, right? And roads are really fast and stuff. And but like, you know, in that city core and a little out beyond it, there's still there's good infrastructure for it, and it makes a difference when you feel safe, and more people do it too. And it's yeah. Sorry to hear that, Ichigo. Yeah. It sucks, man. There's this thing they do here, where they'll pick a portion of they'll pick a route that they'll shut down for one day, really just for like maybe 6 hours or something along those lines, and it's planned in advance. They post about it and stuff, and it gets amplified by the city and whatnot, and but they'll shut down a corridor to just bike and pedestrian traffic, and you know, ban cars during that time, and they'll set up, you know, big barricades and have police routing people around it and stuff, and very major roads too. And they'll do it for, you know, like I said, 6-8 hours, something like that, on a weekend. And it's cool because like all the vendors, like you know, folks will set up things along the way. A lot of vendors will set up along the way, and all the businesses along the way will have things going on, like you know, like a patio kind of stuff, right? You know, you can have your coffee out on a patio and stuff, and you're just seeing everyone go by, honk honk. You know, a lot of people who like don't ride a bike as an everyday kind of thing are now out, and they really tie it all into transit too. So they'll always post, you know, the routes are easy to get to from like bus and from train and stuff. So it's interesting. So a lot of people will be, you know, even like bigger, a lot of families and stuff will do like a park and ride kind of thing, you know, and park at the station and a little further out or something, and get off with their bikes and bring it in. And it's just cool. It's cool to see everybody out, folks walking, folks rollerblading and stuff. And it's funny too, because there was one time, I didn't realize this, but at this point I just had a bike, and my partner, she didn't have hers, and I was like, okay, well, we'll get you a scooter, or, you know, and I didn't realize that during that event they actually shut those down. It becomes like a blocked zone for those scooters or whatever. And it was funny because I was trying to get one to work, and I was like, what is going on? And then I like pulled up the app, because it kept like, it would go a little bit. If I got away from it, it would start to like sputter for a bit, or like, okay, it seems to work a little bit now. Oh no. And then I got away, and it seemed to, you know, okay, now I can really, once I got a couple blocks away, it was like working, and I was like, oh. I looked at the map, and I realized they had something there marking that it was like a forbidden zone, you know, or like a no-go zone. So it was funny because yeah, the scooter, we ditched the scooter, and we actually found a bike rental thing nearby, so I took that to the bike rental so she could get one. But yeah, it was fun, man. That kind of stuff, it gets a lot of people out. The businesses really like it, and it's fun. Folks are also, you know, you see some kitted out bikes, and everybody's out. It's not just a bunch of bike punks or you know, the folks who have to use it every day to get sometimes really long distances just because they don't have a car, you know, or it's, you know, it's such a sweet way to get to work if you don't have to go that far, and you can or you have the options to not have to deal with sweat or whatever. There's some things you got to mitigate, but I have to say, like, man, when I was getting to work by bike, it's not to say that it was some, you know, cure-all, but a lot of other things were falling into place when you're taking a bike ride pretty much every day, you know. And it was in an area that felt pretty safe and had like dedicated bike lanes, and separated from cars, and you know, good stuff. I think I need to get, what time is it? I'm just talking now. So we finished one side quest. I think I'm going to take a break, come back, we'll play a little bit more. We'll, I think we have jerky now, and I don't remember what's the deal with that. So let's see if we can tie up one more side quest. All right, I'll hit a break. I'll see you guys back here in a bit. Thank you so much for hanging. Happy Wednesday. Hey, yo, gamers, good to see you. Welcome, happy Wednesday. No pod racing tonight. We're doing a Chrono Trigger. A different galaxy, right? Welcome, how you guys doing? How's your Wednesday? Yeah. Let's play the game. Let me jump in real quick. 1 second. I thought, let's get like one more, adjust glasses. Let's get one more side quest in, I think. Feeling one more. Let's see, can we stay back at Chrono's place? For free? Let's take a snooze. Man, nice library in here. So apparently there's a side quest where you increase the number of kittens in the house. Which sounds awesome. I'm interested in that. I don't know how that works, or if anyone has any cat side quest experience, but I've played through this game a couple times. I still haven't done everything. Dude, it's hot. I'm melting down. Sun's on its way down, but it's pretty much like the hottest point of the day inside this building, so. Okay, now I'm trying to fan myself, and what is that, a mosquito? Oh my god. All right, so we just got the rainbow shell. Let's see, next up, I think we have jerky still. I think that's like it's unfinished business. Unfinished lunch. Do we have the jerky? Would have been... Is that gone at this point? I don't know. Be like a key item or something, huh? Armor. Weapon. I don't know. Does the jerky do anything like a... There it is. We've got a jerky. Oops. Hopping aboard our ship here. It ends the music. Sadly, but... not so sad when the next song is awesome too. So is this where the... I don't get it. Like, is this where the sunstone is? That was one thing we're still searching for. This bastard. He's got the moonstone. Who wants the jerky? It is interesting how these side quests are really woven together, and I think, like I said, the last time I did this, since it wasn't the first time I played through the game, I think at a certain point I was like, okay, let me just pull up a playthrough, and you know, it's interesting because when you don't have that playthrough that's like, hey, go talk to this person first to set this up. I'll just speak for myself here that I didn't realize how interwoven some of the side quests are, and how, like, you know, when they're filed away under a guide, it would say Fiona's side quest, but that ends with the cool Luca scene. I had forgotten that stuff was connected, so yeah. What a game. I don't know what the deal is here with getting the moonstone back. Grandpa and Grandma went to the 1000th anniversary in Truce. Worth keeping an eye on things here. You know anything about why the mayor's house sparkles? You guys tell me about that. You can take off for the festival. I'll watch things here. Snail stop. We've already been in there. Bar. Just sitting on the dock of the bay. And it's fun. This is a game that it gives a little something back. I think each time you play it, at least I get a little something out of it. Speaking of giving back, what's up? Hey, well, Rotes, welcome back. How you doing, Rotes? Rotes has emerged from the shadows. Looking for the moonstone. The mother moonstone. Yeah, and pay it forward. I pay it forward by taking you back. Truth. 64 bits. The Parvinator. All right. What is this? Good luck with this little sapling here, guys. I just trod on it a little bit. My bad. Here's a hat made from a magical bow filled with mystical forest powers. Oh, that's right. These nuns have some primo gear here. It's good stuff. Pay it forward, just not to Tater. Oh man, you've got a war on Tater. There's a war on Tater. A war on drugs, a war on poverty, and now a war on Tater. Keeps asking, man. Jeez Louise. Alright, what do these nuns want? Nothing anymore. They were here to celebrate Robo for sticking around and plowing that field. I don't know why we're walking around on foot. We should never walk an inch. Should park right in front of everything. Especially when you've got a ship like this that can fly through space-time. Well, you know, it makes me think about how I'll see people talk about folks who, I guess you can, and I haven't seen this since I first started, and I think it was just whatever setup I was using at the time. But it would be a list of people watching, not just like in the chat. And I feel like it might have been something I saw early on, but since then it's not, and I don't want to see it anyway. I would just rather see the chat and see I do keep the number up, and a lot of people don't, but it's whatever, I don't I think it's interesting to know if you want to, if we're trying to broadcast, right? You want to play to an audience, so so whatever. But I try to still bring it no matter what it says, but yeah. It's interesting, yeah, because I guess yeah, folks will, I guess the worst case scenario here is like you're just lurking, and some folks will see that in whatever that list is, and just like, oh hey, to a specific username here, what's up? You can say hi or something, yeah. Apparently that's like some people's pet peeve or something. Like a lot of, I think if they're trying to lurk, I think I'd be like, whoa. Yeah, for me, I think I only see the chat there, so yeah, I don't see this list. Yeah. We already poured whatever we were supposed to pour on this grave. That's done. What a sunset. Do, 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 do. Dude. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I just have docs through OBS, I guess. Yeah. I don't think I'd want to see, I don't think for me, it's like I think I'd just wait till folks chat or something. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. I think early on when I had the Spartan setup, that's why I was seeing it. You know. Is there... I still don't think we're ready for this part. Nothing does nothing. Leave this dungeon. That's what Cyrus is trying to do. Or at least that's what I'd be doing if I saw this guy. Of course, Frog has a little bit of history, yeah. Yeah. There's no VIPs at all. Yeah, it's a so far it's a one-man show. I'm the worst at adding features. Yeah. Yeah. Grr. All right, Glenn, we're still not prepared for this fight. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, you know, I try not to. I'll read this stuff on there mostly because I get a laugh out of a lot of it. There's also a bunch of people. Most of the stories it's situations that are completely different. So situations from like mine and, you know, most of you guys. I don't know. I'll see some of the same things repeated with folks who. Some folks who've been like at it for a really long time, but they struggle like having a single viewer and stuff. And that's not the stuff to me that's really funny. At that point, it's like they're just you know, as long as you're enjoying it, and that's what matters to me. But yeah, some of this stuff is just out of left field. It's it's a bizarre place, and it makes me think that I don't watch a huge variety of. Well, there's variety in what I watch, but of course, there's just so many. I guess it's just that there's so many things out there that, of course, there's going to be some really big and popular, you know, cult on a, you know, small cult level of, you know, into anything, and the hardcores, yeah. Oh, I just now caught your thing, Ichigo. I missed it earlier about the automated ITS, yeah. Yeah. Automated TTS. Yeah, it's interesting, yeah. Whole bunch of different kind of streamers out there, I guess, and different kind of streams, and a little something for everybody. Yeah. Well, it is interesting because, like, the numbers are skewed. The numbers are skewed in that I don't know if I just disconnected speaking all this, but yeah, I've got to activate chat. Please enable channels here. That's popping up, but I think we're rolling. But yeah, it is interesting because so many people stream, and there are a lot of people that are doing it to 0, 1, 2 people, then the numbers, you know, like if you stream to an average of 10 people, that is like on the curve quite high. And then of course you know, that's nothing compared to where, you know, how far it goes. It's just so many people are down at those 0, 1, 2, you know, average stream that it really brings everything, shifts the curve like that. It's interesting. And then it's there's a whole momentum to it as well, because like once someone is being, there's eyes on a stream, then more people come in and see it, of course. You know, it gets shared bigger, and it's might be towards the top of a list, or you know, so there's like there's that, and I don't know where this jerky goes. Yeah, it's interesting. It's yeah, it's a really strange ecosystem, and I know it's difficult for people to make a career out of it. Even people who you would go to their channels and that person works like a dog, and they've got, to you, you're seeing a big number there, and da-da-da, and like, they put so much work into that stream, and it's cool, and it's a little, it's quite personalized, and it's, you know, so on and so forth, and then that they're still, you know, there's still often would make better money doing, and these are getting harder to come by, but, you know, some kind of like unspecified work, some kind of, you know, something that doesn't really pay a whole bunch, but is, you know, regular hours would usually do a lot better than what many streamers who you would go to their stream and think like, wow, this guy, you know, these folks have got it together or whatever, you know, they must be making some money. It's not always true. Usually not. Thankfully, nobody thinks that about if they were to come in here. It's kind of quite clear. I've got a you tuned into some bad public access show thing. But yeah. Yeah. Welcome, Metroid. Yeah, I'm reading your stuff too, Rotes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's tough. I hear about how some people can't, like, they talk about not being able to take vacations and stuff, and it's like, no, like, that's, you still gotta live. You have to have things to pour into whatever it is you're doing. If you're, you know, and if you're just sitting there doing the same thing for so much of every day, then you're not able to get out and, like, have some lived experiences, honestly, then, yeah, it's gonna be stale. Yeah. I feel like I could hear someone, you know, someone in a movie saying that's how tight the wire is. Yeah, man, totally. Well, you know what? I am trying to figure out where to go with this side quest, Metroid. I've got we just got the rainbow shell situation sorted. We've got 3 prism helms. I'm not going to regret that decision. Hopefully, you know, it works for us. At this point, we have some jerky, and I can't remember what the situation with the jerky is. And I'm trying to figure out who wants the jerky. There's a moonstone clearly being hidden at the mayor's manor. I don't know what's up with that. I can't find it. And, but yeah, rainbow shell acquired. That sucks, Rhodes, yeah. So at that point, it's essentially they would get like any if ad revenue were to come, any would go to them. The mystery of the jerky. Yes, welcome. It is a mystery that spans the eons. I was gonna ask, yeah, like if this was part of anything else, but I didn't want to probe too much. At least I was curious. Yeah, if it was part of termination or interesting. Held your job over your head. That sucks. It's interesting because it's that stuff is so fickle, and it's very difficult to make things that don't in some way, every situation is unique, but it has me kind of thinking about like others as well, and like how it just, it's a tenuous existence for as someone's like primary way to make money, because it can just be shut down, and you can try to go around and find different audiences and stuff, but who will take our jerky? Melchior, he's still hanging out at the rainbow shell, I think. Boom, boom. I don't know what is up with the moonstone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. I'm trying to figure out my own situation right now, because at points I've dedicated too much time to this, and it's a huge passion of mine. But of course, it's not going to make ends meet. Sounds like a great company. Allegedly. I'm the leader in Medina. Make yourself at home. So nice. The name's Bando. Here to build a ferry between Medina and Truce. Ben. Stuff like that is really tough. Yeah, it makes me think of like sales jobs and chargebacks and things. And how someone, by way of poor training, could ring something up wrong and then have a charge, like thousands of dollars, basically. Never knowing it at all, through at any point during or after the transaction, until it's like, comes out at the end of the month. Because somebody else didn't do their job and check it earlier or something, Every now and then it would get caught, but yeah, not good stuff. What new stuff, Roats? The with the storage? Oh yeah, no, I haven't looked into much of the stuff at all about co-streaming, or I miss a lot of the updates that Twitch as a service does. I'm always behind. That's cool. Interesting. Okay. Well, hey, this. There we go. Hot off the presses. I just wanted the poggers part. I kind of wanted to cut that part out of, you know, just have that. And, oh, Ichigo's gonna try it out. Gonna do the they're gonna cross streams. Ichigo and Troy Jenkins. Awesome. Very cool. Have a little co-streaming hype train kicking off. How many cars can this train have? That's what they say, Ichigo. Dude, how many? So can you have more than two as co-stream? I'm guessing if we're talking, or is it just across two? Hmm. 2 plus. Damn, there's a plus there. I love this. This music is awesome too. Need a refill. I got one right here. All right, cheers. Soda water, yum yum. Up to 6. Interesting. Wow. I need to see what this looks like. I'm having trouble imagining. Are they giving you frames? You know, like, is it I guess from a viewer, like if I'm watching this, I guess I'm still not really understanding the kind of structure of how the co-streaming works. Like, just turn the screen together. Okay, right, all right. Yeah, interesting. So let's say, you know, yeah, you're hanging out here or something, and then I start a co-stream, or I had it going. But I guess maybe you have to start from like the beginning together or something. I don't know. Something else to figure out for me. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I see. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's really interesting. That's an interesting feature. Yeah. How's audio handled? Tater said, Dave, you were wonderful tonight. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. You just put it in your OBS. Nice. Yeah. I don't know what's up with this moonstone, and I don't know who wants the jerky. I really don't get that. Yeah, just drop her down. You know, here's the thing. When you have this kind of machine here, and this thing can go, you know, all through space-time, right? This is the kind of stuff that Tom DeLonge is talking about. You know, he's like going in front of Congress talking about, and it can travel through any medium. So of course we're gonna park this thing right on the doorstep. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Mad Dog. It is mostly retro here, like live. Sometimes off stream when nobody's looking. I'll fire up a little something modern. I do, you know, I'll sometimes play something that's like I have used the Switch, like, you know, but it's mostly still like modern based, the Mario Maker 2, you know, things like that. Yeah, mostly I'm not playing a whole lot of new stuff these days. Sadly, I'm not getting as much time outside of here, so yeah. Do. Part of us born in the past. I have the chat that defies all laws of time. You know, it's it's on board our ship there. Sorry, fellas, I'm terribly embarrassed. Take care of Princess Nadia, okay? God, somebody take the jerky. Now this is what I call pod racing. A Genesis Mini. Oh, that roads. That'd be awesome. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd hit you up offline and talk about that, and yeah, man, that'd be cool. Genesis is there's a lot of missed opportunities when it comes to Sega Genesis, so yeah, man. I've always wanted to make that right. I didn't have a Genesis as a kid, and only a couple friends had the Genesis. You know, yeah. Roots is the dirt. He's dirt, I tell ya. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. We'll have to talk about that off stream. Yeah, thank you so much. See, there's a way to make that happen. Dirt is it gets everywhere, you know? It's sturdy. You can really pack it in. I don't know where the jerky is. One little mote of dirt, no good, right? Put a bunch of dirt together, you got a problem. I don't know where to go. At least I can hear some awesome music. And some channel redemptions. You will not control my actions. You can do, I will never let the chat dictate my actions. Although, I do like when you guys do some sounds sometimes. Some farts. I need to do, I'd love to set more of those up.
That is a disgusting act.
I could set up a fart session. No. Just like our ship here, I tend to fly under the radar there, you know. Keep it low, crop dusting. Keep a low profile, keep it rolling. I'm in and I'm out. Not unlike that crop dusting pilot from Independence Day. You know, we talked about him last night. The nerve. Yeah. This is not a stream. This is an experience. Okay, I don't know where to go. And thank you guys for hanging out. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna save. I think we've saved a few times in this same situation, but let's talk to Gaspar. I don't know, maybe he'll have something different for us to say, to do rather, like I don't know, different. Let's see what's up. Let's go to the end of time. Storyteller, Mr. Rogers. was there a redeem that happened just now, or I would like that. That's essentially what this is. Yeah, it's a. Won't you be my gamers? We want to disembark. We love the end of time. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, but I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This has been fun. I'd like to maybe get one more W before we leave. Yes, but where? How do we get the... How do we get that, though? How do we get that moonstone back? Who else has got something to do? I think Robo's is done. Oh, yep. At least we get his good music. Sorry, Robo. Yeah, we're still working on yours, Luca. Thank you. So I just wanted to see what, you know, each person has their like designated side quest, but what's Gaspar got to say? You wish to fight Lavos, correct? Yep, many paths lay open to you. You can use that chum bucket or fly the wings of time to the day of Lavos. Or there's the Black Omen, which floats in the sky above your world. Lavos is somehow connected with it. Such a beautiful name. It's up to you to decide when and where to fight Lavos. By now, you must realize you are the only ones who stand a chance against him. However, you will not be alone. I've had vague glimpses of events, people, and places that will empower you. There's a very special stone that can shine its light on each generation from the distant past to the far future. Where's that stone? We see it glowing inside the mayor's manor. The ghost of a lofty knight slain by Magus in the Middle Ages who haunts the present, yep. But when we go there and try to fight him, you get some dialogue from Frog saying his sword doesn't work. When he is close to someone who needs help, find this person fast. That's done, isn't it? Didn't we do Luca's? Or like Fiona's and then... What is that one? Yeah. Just as you touch the lives of every life form you meet, so too will their energy strengthen you. We've done a few of these. We've knocked a few of these out, so that feels good. I don't know what's next. Really, Ichigo? That's funny. I imagine him. I imagine he gets there and he's just like going super, methodically just through everything, really slow. And, oh, he's got some nice pool slippers as well, that he changes into from his loafers. He takes his socks off, gives it a nice fold. Oh. All the while he's got an engaging conversation, and he knows he's not on a kids show, so he's right. He's more himself here, but also keeping it totally cool. Always family friendly. He asked about Ichigo Dave. He remembered your name. That's awesome. That's funny. I don't know where to go. Get back on that ship. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I don't know. If it's there in 600 AD, right? And then disappears in 1000. We see it's something sparkling from the mayor's manor, but I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to make of that. I forget what this is. Oh yeah. It's like cave that Frog created. The opening he created. This is the Black Omen here. We'll be, this is sort of like the main story way of going through and beating folks up to and including Lavos. And yeah, this pathway here is what opens up the new game plus, which lets you take your party's stats and equipment into into a new game. So of course that really really ups the ante there and gives you access to beating Lavos a lot earlier in the game, which opens up some cool possibilities. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, very cool. I haven't heard much about this new Ninja Gaiden, but I do remember hearing it was in the works. Nice. I would love to play more of the NES one. I've only played it a couple of times. In the worst, pretty much the worst possible environment for a first playthrough. That was on an airplane. We were about to land, and I had made it several levels into it, and I was digging it. I'd made it a few levels in, and of course it's tough as nails, but you get some pattern recognition, and then a little bit of luck, some God Gamer moments when you can get them, and you eventually get past that boss. I was working on some level. I was just like, it was like it was sending me to the next. However, I'm on an airplane. I'm sitting in my seat, and it had to do as much of that on the inside as I could. Although I wanted to just scream and maybe punch the shit out of the headrest in front of me. Of course, one could never do that. Maybe if the seat in front of you was empty, Either way, it's not. You're making a scene, and it might not be good. And so I was playing this game that was really awesome and really hard for the first time through, and yeah, I think I leveled up a little bit in learning how to not how to let that rage stay inside, and make it work for. I don't know. I was about to say make it work for me, but no, I didn't play any better. I just huffed and puffed a little bit. It wasn't a good scene. Yeah, it's tough, Roads. Totally, and like if you play things in other rooms, yeah, our Switch stays in the other room, and I should get another picture at some point of the setup that I have. my buddy came over, and I forget that it is pretty nice. It's a good little setup. It's a small shelf, but I've got the Famicom, Super Famicom, 64. I had the new Famicom and the Famicom disk drive and the Retron, although I don't use that one anymore. But it is all hooked up into one thing, and the Wii as well. It's all hooked up into one SNES Mini too. Okay, well, as I started to list it off, I'm like, okay, that's pretty sweet. Man, hashtag blessed. Glad I got some of that stuff a while ago, but it was a lot cheaper. The Suffering. I don't think I've heard of The Suffering. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Very cool. Interesting. You know, isn't that interesting about like PlayStation and PlayStation 2? There were so much software for it, so many titles. But a lot of those discs at this point may be gone or in not so great shape. So, yeah, you had so many titles, so much of it out there. I put some stuff in not a jewel case, but a big CD wallet. I had this thought that some of the stuff, I was like, oh, I'll just get rid of the boxes because that's taking up too much space. And as much as I love them, you know, I'm going to play them. It's about the games. So for some stuff, I ditched that. Especially the PlayStation and PS2 stuff I had. The jewel boxes kept getting broken and stuff. Ended up putting it in like CD wallets, which is not the best thing, but most of them are still decent shape. I just don't have that many. Yeah, it's so pricey now. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. I don't know that I want to see let me see the box art. The Suffering. So that must be the third game in a trilogy, is that right? Or maybe it's even a 4-part series. Yeah. Or they had that prequel, Fear, you know, yeah. Leading to hate. Hate leading... Right, was it fear leading to anger, right? Yeah, and it was anger leading to hate, hate leading to suffering. So probably by the time you're playing The Suffering, they've got everything figured out with that series, you know? I would think, unless the prequel came first, you know? Let me see the box art for The Suffering. Suffering? Also be good if I could get a little Yoda on the soundboard. He's on here somewhere. The Suffering. The first picture I'm seeing is showing a guy playing chess. This looks prime PS2. All right, I've got a trailer pulled up for later. I'm interested to see it. I wanted to see the box art, but I got distracted. This is just as good. All right, I don't know. I'm going to wrap it up soon. I don't really know where to go. We've beaten Ozzy. We've done that. I'm kind of out of... When it comes to the side quests, I'm at a bit of an impasse on a couple of them. I don't know what the next step is. Thank you. I do not know where to go. Our ship backfired. Okay, so it's still here. Oh, I meant... Wait, this is not the Sun Palace or whatever. I see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The guy in the electric chair. Right. Just damn. Looks rough. Where's Pikachu? I was thinking as one of the scenes looked like a prison scene. Yeah, the one where they were playing chess. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Sounds like it's gonna live up to its name. That sounds interesting, yeah. I don't know that I'd heard of that one before. Something eerie about the northern. You know, it's interesting. Like, did you play that one like around the time it came out or something? Either way, it just kind of has me thinking of like, yeah, I love hearing people's kind of, you know, a title that maybe like, it's not something that is on everyone's short list, but maybe you played it and it kind of meant a lot to you in that time, or at the very least you enjoyed it, and you know. But yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that funny? I can think of some games like that along the way for me, and like and sometimes like maybe you don't even realize it's much of a hidden gem until like either you're talking to other people and the, you know, there's no common language between you about the, you know, a game or two. And yeah, it's just funny. There's a couple others too that like it's funny too how some games can be very popular for a time, and then the legacy on them is a little is of course not so great, and sometimes like that game of course could have sold really well, or even if it's not so much about a legacy being great, it's just not as talked about as much. There's just so many games and there's a lot of them that were quite good. And of course, when it comes to time, some of those that were, you know, hey, great game at the time. You picked it up, you played it, you liked it. It wasn't a very big thing. That kind of stuff can sometimes, you know, disappear a bit. Other times it gets pulled out as like a hidden gem. Yeah, it's such a big library. Totally. And I think I do think that there is absolutely something to like you know, when folks, if you had a 64 and you had a certain number of games, we could probably talk, and there would, although of course everyone's different and there would be folks who didn't have the same games. I do think that, you know, yeah, you're going to find more with the 64, of course, with like how the difference in the number of games per system and just having a lot of bangers with the 64. But I think a lot of folks who had a system would probably call out the same games. You get that with the PlayStation 2, but it just was even bigger, so it casts there's an even wider spectrum of games. And then you get into stuff that, you know, might have never come out in your region or this or that region. And Doot Stoopy Scooby Doo. I don't know if there's. See, that's done. Yeah, it's one of my. Yeah, it's definitely got to be up there, right? The console wars were kicking, and we were. You know, although many of us were casualties of the console wars, there were we did reap the benefits of an arms race between an arms race between these companies, these developers, these studios, etc. Right. Yeah. It's interesting, yeah. So much for the PS2. I can't believe that the PS5 is as old as it is. I have a PS4 that I got quite late into the system anyway, but still, that one had a long shelf life. PS5, of course, like came out during, you know, I guess in 2020, right? And then, so total time warp for a lot of people. Blink, and now it's been out for 5 years. Coming up on that or something, right? Jeez. Yeah, right. Well, that's why I think I'll wait on a Switch too, because that's what it would be for me. And I have such a backlog of games I want to play. It's tough because I do still want to be able to play what's new. And a part of me doesn't want to fall too far behind on that, but most of my time is still playing retro games, including a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. Like, you know, lately it has been a lot of my faves. But even outside of those, there's so much that I really want to play that I haven't gotten to. Great series, you know, and it's like... we're lucky, you know. Yeah, it's our Switch is it's set up out in the living room, and at this point my partner plays it more than I do. She gets down on some she's really quite good at Tetris 99, and she's pretty good at F-Zero 99 as well. Those multiplayer games are pretty fun. That one's fun. That looked impressive. I still haven't really played it. Or I don't know. I don't think I've even done a race in F-Zero 99. I think I've been chicken, you know. I don't want to show anybody my moves. But it looks fun. And then we've played some other stuff together. Right now we're using it to play FF7, which, you know, you can play on a toaster. It's everywhere at this point. Interesting. I never played any of the Mansion titles. Yeah, I never played any of never explored any of old Luigi's mansions. Had a GameCube, but I never got the original one. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Good luck with it. Yeah, man. We just started FF7. We're enjoying it. It's her first time through. I think we need to play it tonight or tomorrow, or else the trail might go a bit cold. So I may wrap up here in a bit and get some dinner and press the issue, you know. Yeah. It's fun. It's her first time through it, and I think I have had a couple of times that I started FF7 and didn't finish it, but I think I've made it through maybe at least 2 times, and there might have been a third in there, but there's been a couple of like aborted missions for sure. Sorry, Avalanche. Sorry, Planet. Yeah, thanks, Rotes. Yeah. It's been a few nights in a row. With that being said, guys, I'm a little stumped on these side quests. That's okay, because we've got more game to play. I mean, side quests equals more game. I'm okay with that. I just think we'll have to give this a go another time. Let me get one more save in. And there we go. The fated hour. All right. I forgot to save last week, so I don't know. Still haven't gotten over that. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Give me 1 second. I'll get us out of here. Let's see if anybody's... Is there a single streamer anywhere on Twitch? I could always just bounce too. Sometimes that's nice. Just get out of there. In fact, you know what? I might do that this time. Let's do that. I'm gonna take some time with it. I'll hit a, you know. Oh, it's tough sometimes because I try to hit some sounds, but also doing the raid, it becomes a lot. So, it is fog. It is for this. You're not the first person to ask, Rotes. Yeah, it's fog that happens when you're in 600 AD. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get us out of here. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging. Stick around for just a little bit longer. I got some sounds I'll play for you. A whole library full of them, and they're not all just Mario and Pain. I swear. Hey, I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be back Friday doing Mario 64. It's over there on the cabinet. Forgive me, I won't grab it. How about this? Here's a distraction. Quick, look at this one. It's another awesome Japanese game. Come back Friday, guys. We'll do Mario 64. That'll be fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging. YouTube, Twitch, thanks for the support. If you're on YouTube, please like the video, hit subscribe. Come around. That's a great way to support. And thank everybody on Twitch for lurking. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the subs, all that stuff. Good night, guys. I'll play a few sounds for you. Have a good rest of your week. Keep your head up. I'll see you guys on Friday. Adios.